Alright guys, before I get into this video, I just want to let you know I'll be live on here tonight at 6 o'clock UK time if you want to come along for a natter about all things LFC. I haven't recorded my morning briefing yet, or certainly not at the time of recording this video, but I will get round to it shortly. And if you want to watch my morning briefings, they are on my other YouTube channel, Duncan Oldham. The link to that channel is in the video description, and it will also pop up on the end of this video. So, it is time for another exclusive. All right. Now, I know you love your exclusives. I do too. And you cannot go 5 minutes on the interwebs without an exclusive concerning Liverpool Football Club. I can't read the entire article to you. It wouldn't be right to do so. So I leave out key points like, things where they say like Liverpool that won the league last year, or Alexander Isak that plays for Newcastle, stuff that you know. Let's focus on the exclusive content. Now remember, if you go to a website that you don't know about its credibility when reading an exclusive, judge it on how many adverts it's got, because I found over the last, 3 decades almost, that the more ads means the more bullshit. All right, more ads, more bullshit, right? Because otherwise, what's the point of you visiting their website? If there isn't many adverts, then maybe it's, worth reading, because what's in it for them? All right. So, are you ready? Let's go for it. I reviewed this, bloody hell, about 5 hours ago, and I was in the cafe when I found this one, and I brought it through Dave as well, so you're going to get his input at the end of this. Let's see if we both agree with each other. So, the headline is as follows. Exclusive. Liverpool ready, new Marc Guéhi offer after Crystal Palace exit decision. So I want to know about the new offer that they're readying, all right? And we also want to know about the decision, concerning an exit at Crystal Palace. Now, this is on a website called Football Insider, which I know is garbage. So I'm not expecting anything from this. And the author of said article is someone called Callum O'Connell. Liverpool are preparing to make a fresh offer to sign Marc Guéhi from Crystal Palace in the final weeks of the transfer window. Now, you see, I actually think that could be believable. I do. I'm not sure it's exclusive. I just think it might be a bit of common sense, especially when you've got Paul Joyce mentioning Guéhi for the 3rd time, I believe, in his most recent article. I reviewed that article in the previous upload today. But this says that claim is according to former Man United and Blackburn chief scout Mick Brown. We've heard about this fucker a million times before, haven't we? Who remains very well connected within the game, as he exclusively told Football Insider that the 25-year-old remains one of the top targets at Anfield. Well, again, I would have to agree with that, but I would put that down as common sense, because the right people are mentioning his name with Liverpool. This comes after Football Insider revealed on the 28th of July that Liverpool still have a concrete interest in Guéhi and are lining up a fresh offer in the coming weeks. The Reds are now planning to make a move later in the window amid concerns about the long-term future of Ibrahima Konate and the current lack of depth. I review the Spanish football dealings every day of the week for you. There's been no mention of Konate in any of those publications, the ones based in Madrid or Barcelona. Certainly Madrid, none of them, right? They've not mentioned Konate for, it must be a week plus, which is strange. All right, because one of the journalists in Madrid recently admitted that the agenda by Real Madrid was to get his name in the papers as much as possible to put pressure on Liverpool. Konate, free transfer next year. It stopped. It might come back, but it stopped. Anyway, meanwhile, Brown told Football Insider on the 29th of July that Guéhi has his heart set on joining Liverpool and is prepared to reject rival interest in favour of the move. Bold now, serious biz, as I call it. Serious business. Liverpool to accelerate Marc Guéhi move after Slot promise. That means it's going to get faster. It's true. Brown told Football Insider in June, he does a lot of fucking telling, this guy, doesn't he? That Slot plans to offer Guéhi a starting role in his defensive unit as he is prioritising playing time ahead of next summer's World Cup. The former scout, who has a wealth of experience in top-level player recruitment after over a decade at at Manchester United during their most successful period, explained that Liverpool remain confident of getting a deal over the line this summer. Here's his quotes now. Are you ready? All the talk at Liverpool has been about Isak at the moment. But from what I'm told, Marc Guéhi is still very much on their radar, and I'd expect them to make a move before the end of the window. I think they regard Guéhi as just as important as Isak in terms of the benefit to their squad, as Rafa Benitez would say, for sure. Or if Tom Hicks was saying Rafa, Rafa. They're not totally convinced about Konate. He makes too many errors and could be on his way out when his contract runs out next year. A lot of thinks and coulds. They've let Quansah go, and Joe Gomez isn't going to be the long-term answer at centre-back. If they're going for every trophy available to them, they can't afford to take chances at the back. And Guéhi, there's a joke in there somewhere, would represent a very good addition for them. It'd be a top signing, and I expect they'll be ready to make a move at some stage. So, I don't know about... I mean, listen, right, I could read a Paul Joyce article, right, and then create my own fucking exclusive and just say all that twaddle that he's just said. Do you not think? Shall we see what Dave's got to say? Smash it, Dave. Some people won't understand that bit. Right, analysis, exclusive. Liverpool ready new Marc Guéhi offer after Crystal Palace exit decision. What was the exit decision? What was that bit? Straight away, we're in murky waters, says Dave. They slap exclusive at the front, standard SEO bait, search engine optimization bait. Then claim Liverpool are ready, ready are a new offer, implying a previous one. But was there ever a first offer? And what Crystal Palace exit decision are we talking about? Spoiler. It's never explained. Classic bait and switch headline. That's what I mean. I couldn't remember it. Then we take a look at the source usage and word tactics. And Dave's flagged these up for us. Let's count the usual tricks, he says. Exclusive, used 3 times. Revealed once about a previous exclusive, naturally. Sources, not directly mentioned, but replaced by the phrase, from what I'm told. Football transfer expert used to elevate Mick Brown, whose current job, if any, isn't clear. Concrete interest used once, but that word's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Remain confident and planning to make a move. Vagueness masters intent. This article is an absolute textbook case of speculative fluff dressed in authority. All the trademarks are here, says Dave. Does the headline match the article? Short answer, no. The headline claims Liverpool are ready to make a new offer, suggesting something imminent and formal. The article actually says they're planning to make a move later in the window and expected to make a move at some stage. That's not the same thing. Planning is not readying, and at some stage could mean tomorrow or never. Also, where's this Crystal Palace exit decision? What decision? There's zero elaboration on Palace's stance. That part of the headline is pure clickbait filter. Contradictions and logic gaps. If Guéhi is prioritising playing time ahead of the World Cup, why would he move to Liverpool? The club trying to sign Isak as Virgil and still employs Konate, even if they're, quote, not totally convinced. Doesn't really scream guaranteed minutes, does it? They state Liverpool remain confident of getting a deal over the line, but there's no club source saying this. It's Mick Brown, not an agent, not a scout anymore, and not affiliated with Liverpool. This line is a pure leap. The article says Guéhi has his heart set on joining Liverpool, again per Brown, with no quote from the player, agent or club. If Guéhi's camp had really briefed this, you'd expect more reputable journos to be all over it. Who is Mick Brown? He's real, former United and Sunderland scout, but no recent affiliations, no Liverpool connection. The only platform he ever seems to comment for, Football Insider. You'll notice a pattern. Football Insider loves having transfer expert Mick Brown reveal things to them exclusively and no one else. He's become their own in-house Nostradamus, a one-man rumour generator. Now, Dave says, Football Insider's reputation, this is for you guys that don't know, not highly regarded in football journalism circles. Frequently accused of pumping out clickbait exclusives to generate traffic and SEO juice, search engine optimization juice. Rarely, if ever, gets genuine transfer scoops ahead of Ornstein, Joyce, Romano, etc. Uses a recycled formula, quote an insider, linked to past revelations, pad with recycled analysis. The article fits their mold perfectly. Final thoughts, this exclusive is speculative, vague, loaded with assumptions, built entirely around a single man's opinion, contradictory in tone and detail, and ends with a vague, I expect they'll be ready to make a move, which is the football journalism equivalent of shaking a magic 8-ball. It's essentially a blog post written around a pub whisper, packaged as breaking exclusive news. Verdict, reliability, low. Clickbait level, high. Source credibility, weak. Brown's CV is real, but his current role is unclear and only seems to serve Football Insider. Contradictions found, yes. Headline to body match, no. Put simply, if this exclusive was any more vague, it would vanish entirely. And that, my friends, is Dave's summary and my opinions concerning what I feel is a very poor exclusive. What do you think? Did you learn anything from that? Are you sat on the edge of the seat now, waiting for Liverpool to ready their new Marc Guéhi offer? Listen, Paul Joyce continues to say Liverpool retaining interest in Marc Guéhi, and that'll do for me. Excuse me, I've just had a pork pie. Don't tell anyone. I'm off. If you found this video interesting, please thumbs up this video. If you want to leave me a comment, please do so. And if you want to buy me a beer, you can't get him anything, Dave. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, there's a love out under the video. It's called a super thanks. That's right. And people that show me love, I give them a shout out on my morning briefings on my other YouTube channel, the link of which is in the video description with this video. All right, guys, take it easy, and I'll speak to you real soon. All right, 6 o'clock UK time.